I'm Stacey Amos with News Channel 8. It's Friday, February 3rd, and we have a lot of news for you tonight, including my personal conversations today with Governor DeJongh about the rumors surrounding him and the mother of a popular teen who has recently died. But first, we take you to Alexander Henderson Elementary School, where a special ceremony was held today to honor some special students. Let's take a look.
Please take a good look at our 21 school patrols. Give them the respect that you would like to be given. As a school of character, it is only fitting that we begin to apply what we have been taught for the past 5 years. Remember, if we do unto others as we would like others to do unto us, this will be a better place for us to live.
And I'm here with Miss Francis at Alexander Henderson Elementary, who's going to talk to us about this wonderful program that we're here to see. Miss Francis, tell us why we're here and what's going on.
Okay. Good morning, first of all, and I want to start out by saying thank you so much, Channel 8, for giving us the opportunity to be able to show to the viewing public what we are doing here at the Alexander Henderson School. This morning, we are celebrating our 4th school patrol ceremony. Unfortunately, the last one was held in 2006, but we are revising again in 2012, and now we're going to have 21 students being sworn in this morning. The reason why we decided that we needed to reinstate the program is because, as many of us are aware, we have a shortage of a lot of workers, monitors in particular. In this school, we had 2. Now we only have 1. We have a total of about 500 children. Now, you do the math. So therefore, we decided that we are going to train some students. They're going to take their lunchtime, volunteer their lunchtime, and assist us with supervision.
My name is Naras Mark Lois, and to be a part of this means for me is to help the school, help people to follow the rules and laws of the school and make it be a safe place to be around.
My name is Omar Garcia. I would like to be a patrol because to help my school become a better place, to help the monitors do their job, and to help those in need.
My name is Karisha Schoonmaker, and what it means to me to be a school patrol is the honor to just help children in our class as well as the school, just helping them to enforce the laws and everything to help the school.
Help us stay safe, which is important. And you're part of George Christian Academy, right? So tell me how you guys are working with Alexander Henderson.
Well, we actually joined together just to do this program, and we, as our director says, we all are one, so we all stay together and help each other in the same way as we help the school.
And we are privileged to be here with Governor DeJongh, who has been here at the Alexander Henderson Elementary School for this wonderful program, and I want to talk to him more about what this personally means to him to be here today.
Well, you know, I always come to Alexander Henderson whenever there's any program that takes place here, particularly anything that Ms. Francis or Mr. James is involved with, because you know it has young people that are part of it. And this morning was the same thing. And as I mentioned in the speech I gave in my brief remarks, since you're the last speaker, you got to keep it brief with the children, even though they're very good. Is I began by saying that for me this was a difficult speech because for the state of the territory, because what I had to stay in the state of the territory, how it impacted people in our territory and the circumstances, and quite frankly, it got some senators upset at me. And I got a chance to end the week on a very positive note here with a group of young people at Alexander Henderson and the George Academy that are assuming responsibility, which to me is representative of what people in our community have to do right now. But what we had here today, we had parents, we had administrators, you had the senators that were here, so the executive and the legislature was here. But then you also had the students that are becoming patrol officers, but then they had as role models JROTC. So to me, you just had everything that represents the beauty of this community. And I realize it's a very difficult time, but to begin the week with the state of the territory that was difficult, but in my opinion had to be said, and to end it on a high note, what we did here today, to me, it just shows the best of our community.
And we are lucky enough to be here with VIPD Commissioner Henry White, who actually has his own story. He was a patrol boy, so this is coming full circle for him. Commissioner White, tell us what it means for you to be here today.
Well, after all, you know our kids are our future, right? Okay. And so it's a nostalgic thing to have been invited. In fact, I didn't hesitate at all when I got the letter because I was a patrol boy myself and very proud of it, too. So it's good to see this kind of turnout and support as well. It's a very, very pleasant surprise for me.
And that's a big job. I mean, when you're in elementary school patrolling the lunch hour and that's your right, that has a big badge of honor for most kids.
Well, you're looking for mentors. You're looking for what you want to do when you get bigger, when you get older and what have you. And so this is well in step with what that experience is.
And then one day you could become VIPD commissioner. So see, it's possible. And just as Alexander Henderson Elementary School did, we want to also acknowledge Earl Morris for being an outstanding cameraman and always being there for us right here at News Channel 8 as well. In other news, there's been some vandalism at our own Canegata Ballpark. Let's hear more from Commissioner St. Clair Williams. I'm here in front of the David C. Canegata Sports Complex with Commissioner St. Clair Williams, where some unfortunate vandalism has occurred right here, and we want to talk to Commissioner Williams about what happened. Tell us what happened a couple nights ago.
Yes, certainly. You know, here at the D C Canegata Multipurpose Recreation Center, we have a number of recreation programs that are going on here, not only for adults and also for youths. However, just a couple of days ago, seemed like some vandals came here and they dismantled two of our air-conditioned units. As you know, they have been going around taking out the copper tubing that is there, and so they did that and really knocked part of our system out. This is not the first time either, because we have our recreation office building right across here, where they also took out part of the copper tubings, and they also did it in this building. And so now we are in the position that we have to replace that. We don't really have the funding in place to really do it, and we're so concerned that I'm right now even working with staff here to see if we could install some security cameras to really secure the main AC units that we have in place so that those are not vandalized. But I want to encourage our community, because I really get mad when I see this type of thing happening, because it's not the first time it happens here. It also has happened over at our main office building at LBJ Gardens. And really, there are those people in the community, knows of the people who are doing this kind of thing, and we need to put a stop to it immediately. And so, you know, the parks, our recreational facilities belongs to the people. And so we need to look out for it. All of us need to look out for it for ourselves. And if you see people who are doing this type of things, you need to report it to the police. I am telling you, if we catch anybody who is doing anything like that here and disrupting our facilities, I will ensure that they are apprehended and the full extent of the law will be taken care of them.
Thank you, Commissioner Williams. And as he said, if you know something, please say something, because this is an opportunity for all of us, especially during these times, to come out here and relieve our stress. So as Commissioner Williams was saying, this is for all of us right here in the community. Let's take care of it. And WAPA CEO Hugo Hodge is in Washington, D.C. today discussing how we're going to get our fuel. Here's the story.
We're still meeting. I'm here. I'm going into the late tonight and went late last night as well. And what we're doing is we're meeting with some outside legal counsel as well as some industry experts about how we structure an RFP, RFQ document, and how we go about arranging for other supplies of an open market. It's been 46 years since WAPA had to go out for RFP, and you know, while we believe that there is some obligations there that remain for her, but we have to operate in a prudent manner that protects the community regardless of what transpires in that regard. So we're trying to find potential suppliers, availability of the fuel that we're required to produce the power for the community, the pricing, transportation, the logistics, storage, financing, the full gamut. It's a pretty big endeavor, but we're confident will result in the best possible supply arrangement for the benefit of the citizens of the Virgin Islands, and we're working diligently to accomplish that.
And when we come back, the governor responds to recent rumors and a grieving mother speaks out. We'll be right back. And I personally spoke to Governor John DeJongh today about recent rumors circulating about him. Here's how he responded. I have to ask you, you did talk about the beginning of the week having that difficult speech at the State of the Territory, but do you want to have any comment about the rumors that are going around regarding recent things happening in the media and things that are being said? And
I understand that I am making some very difficult decisions that people do not like. I realize it affects families, it affects the whole family circle. I recognize this change and it's having an impact, but it's unfortunately difficult decisions. I also know at the same time there are a lot of rumors out there, there are a lot of innuendos. This stuff is 100% patently false. But I realize that it's part of the theater, it's part of the politics that people enjoy, and they enjoy, taking it from one person to the next. So I understand that. And I understand I have to be the target of a lot of anxiety. And I understand that also. But at some point, I just want people to realize that it impacts others. And the behavior that we as adults have impact on our children. And at some point, I want folks to at least be rational and understand that this is a difficult time. And the way we will get through it is by really working together. And that sounds political. It sounds as if it's naive, but it's not. These times require us really to work together and try to figure out how we can do things. I'm not just talking elected leaders, but also people in our community by our actions, by our morals, by how we give guidance. And if we do things right, this place will change and we won't have as many problems as we believe.
Governor DeJongh, thank you so much. We're privileged to be here with the governor at Alexander Henderson Elementary School. And I want to thank Governor DeJongh for giving us that interview. And here's your weekend weather in paradise. Tonight, 20% chance of isolated showers, a low of 68 degrees. Saturday, 20% chance of isolated showers, a high of 79 degrees. Saturday night, a 70% chance of showers, low of 68 degrees. And on Sunday, a 70% chance of showers, high of 79 degrees. It'll be a rainy day in paradise this weekend, but there's still lots of activities to do.
This weather forecast brought to you by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
And when we come back, a mother grieving the loss of her young son. We'll be right back. And the month of February is packed with lots of action. Here's Bogle with your entertainment report.
Thank you very much, Stacey. Everyone, welcome to the Entertainment Report. This weekend happens to be an action-packed weekend, and also the month of February is looking to be an action-packed month. So definitely we're going to start off, of course, and wishing everyone a happy Black History Month. Please get your children to read about your Black historians, man. Get some information inside of them, because a lot of us, we just don't know our history, and we need to get to know our history. So we're going to start out definitely this weekend. You're looking some place to go. Tonight you can go on the Christian Set Boardwalk. Fire Train is going to be there, and they're going to be playing some nice music for you. So definitely want to go on down to the Christian Set Boardwalk right there by the Comanche Mill. Fire Train will be there playing some music from about 9 until 12. And then we're going to move on to let you know about February 12th. It's about the pre-Valentine dance happening at Club 54. The ladies, we have roses for you. You're going to also have music by the 3-time World Match Champion. I'm talking about the Fusion Band, alongside the Styly Band. And of course, you're going to have DJ Carl Selectacuff. You're going to have Big Cat Sounds and also Super Track Sounds. So please make a note, ladies, red and white affair. Put on your colors. You know what you wear for Valentine's. So go on out and do your thing. And then we're going to move on to the big weekend. You know what's the big weekend? Agriculture Fair Weekend. There's a lot of things going on in Senko. Of course, now you have the Agriculture Fair. And then on the Saturday, we're going to tell you the 18 all roads lead to the Nissan Center. It's all about singer promotion, and it's bringing, of course, strength of a woman. Something different, something unique. On the card, you're going to have Itana from Jamaica. You're going to have Alain from St. Croix. Of course, you're going to have Mother Fire Nile. And you're going to also have Shanice Jeffords. So please, you got to go on out. Get your tickets, of course, at Urban Trades and One Love. And I think Strictly the Best supposed to get some tickets also. So you definitely got to go and get your tickets, because this is going to be a concert that you can't forget. You're going to have some hosting by Kathleen of course, I-95, so you got to check it out. And then on the Sunday, you're looking some place to go, definitely you got to go on down to the Randall Doc James Racetrack. That's in the afternoon time. It's the second leg of the Johnny Walker VI Triple Crown. That's right. All the horses going to be there. You had it in Tartola already, so you definitely got to go down there. At the track, you're going to have music by DeJongh and crew, and also Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights. And you could go and get your early bird tickets right now. You can get them at Urban Threads, Cruise and Petroleum. You're going to get them at Armstrong Ice Cream, S&D Feed Shop, and also Gary's Bakery. And if you're over in St. Thomas, you could get them at International Records and Tape. And also, I hope I didn't forget Armstrong Ice Cream. So please, you got to go and get your tickets. It's just $10 for those tickets for the early birds. At the door, you pay $12, and you will be able to also win a raffle. So you definitely got to go and support this event. And then after the horse track, when you done win that money from the big raffle, you can go on over to the Nissan Center once more for iRep, brought to you by Bigger Vibes and also Mosai Promotion, bringing all the way from Antigua. It's going to be the one and only the Red Hot Flames, and you're going to have from Sugar City Sinkits, you're going to have the Sugar Band, New Vibes International, and you're going to have the VI Party Band, Heart Attack. Also, you're going to have DJ Porter. Get your tickets at One Love, Urban Threads. You definitely got to go and check this out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we got to tell you about February 25th. It's the big country and western dance competition taking place down there at Crusaders. You got to go and check it out. $1,000 for the winner. $1,000 for the winner. So please go on out, get your boots shined up, get your hats, and mosey on down to the Crusaders and win that $1,000. And don't forget, each and every weekend, it's a frontline weekend. Go on down to the frontline tonight, tomorrow night, and also Sunday night. Remember, Sunday night is all about the country and western. And Friday and Saturdays, it's the club vibes. So definitely, there's a lot of stuff for you to do around the Virgin Islands. I want to thank you for joining me here on the Entertainment Report. Whatever you do, please keep it peacefully. And if you drink, just don't drive. Blessed out there to you, Bandu. Back to you, Stacy.
Thanks, Bogle. And when we come back, a grieving mother speaks out. Today, I personally spoke to the grieving mother of Keegan Alexander, a student at Central High School who recently died. Here's what Miss Karen Martin had to say to all of us.
Keegan, he was a wonderful little boy. He loved everywhere he goes. I don't know what to say. Just
the other beautiful part, Miss Martin is surrounded by some wonderful supporters and who have been able to come here and give her a hug. And one of them is right here from Central High, where Keegan went to school. And we'd like to talk to her about this event and what she's doing to help Miss Martin as best as possible.
Thank you very much. Like I said before, she is going through, it's a hard tragedy, because like you said, we're not supposed to bury our children, you know, but he didn't have any medical histories or anything like that. But, you know, God is in control, and God knows what's best, and he will comfort their hearts, you know, her and Tatiana and the baby, you know. But I really, I called the radio station in this morning, and Kat and everybody's been listening, and I really appreciate it because, you know, the community has been out there and supportive, and that's one thing I like about, you know, our home. When things happen, we come together, you know, because it's important. You know, we need to support each other in spite of all that is going on around us, you know, with the layoffs and everything else. But, you know, he was a good boy. You know, he was part of RTC. You know, he was a quiet child. You know, a lot of us that knew him personally, he would joke around and, you know, with my girls and you know, fuss and like a big brother, you know. But he was a loving child, and he was a good student at Central, and there was nothing that anybody could say really bad about him. You know, and everybody knew him in Christiansted because Karen worked in Royal Jewelers, and because she was always surrounded by the public and the kids and stuff like that, that, you know, he was a good kid, you know, and he's a loved child.
And what is your role with him? How did you know him and get to know him?
I was a business owner in town, and they always came around my shop and, you know, always stayed around us and my kids, and they grew up together, you know, and then they went to school together. And, you know, our lives always been interactive with each other, if it had to be with school or work or church, you know, and it's always been there like that, you know. And we as community members, you know, we can't be like the states. We can't ignore our neighbors. We can't ignore our sisters and brothers, you know, because we all are one, you know, and we're all there to support one another. And the love is pouring out from the community. And I just want to say I really, really appreciate them. And it's overwhelming. You know, her family's coming this week, her mother from Canada, and so on like that. But we already started to get the ball rolling, because I know when family starts to come, you know, it becomes a little chaotic, you know. But, you know, and I'm thankful that, you know, I'm there for her and my family is there for her. And Central High is there for her, and our principals, and, you know, and the senators, and, you know, and it's just there's not words to describe, you know, how we feel, you know, because we didn't expect this, you know. But the Virgin Islanders, I really have to give them, you know, kudos, because when, you know, things come and hits the wall, we're there.
How else can St. Croix help? And he was known as Canadian Boy, I think, affectionately, right? So how else can we? Oh, good, I got a little smile. How else can we help?
Well, I called in the radio station. I spoke to Kat, and I told her that financially she cannot afford the funeral cost. It's about $5,300 for the whole package. So we put a box at Royal Jewelers, and also a sign-in sheet that whoever wants to donate towards this cause for the boy's funeral, we really, really appreciate it, no matter how small it is. We're not really looking for a big amount, but whatever it is, it could be a quarter, it could be $1, whatever, it could be pennies, you know, everything's appreciated, you know. And so we have a box there, and Miss Averill from our jewelers will be there to have a list, and we are asking them to leave their number, their full name, and their address. That way, at the end of this, we can send a thank you note to them.
Anything else?
I just want to thank the community for their support. It's greatly appreciated. He was my only little boy. I saw him the afternoon. I didn't know that was the last time I would see him, so I'm pleading to the parents of this community. Please show your love to your children, because you never know when it's going to be the last you're going to see your child. It is so important to show them love that you won't live in regret.
We can go to Raw Jewelers, is it?
Right.
Raw Jewelers in Christiansted and donate, and any amount is appreciated. And please know that Miss Martin is here, and any of your support she thanks already, and any more she'd want.
And there will be a memorial service next week at Central High School for Keegan. We'll let you know all the details once we have it here at Channel 8. But that's all we have for you tonight. I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8. Thank you for watching. Have a great night and a great weekend.